Lord Alistair, please, my lord.
Hub?
Oh, I'm so glad they let you go, my lord. I was so afraid when I heard the gold cloaks had taken you away. A sorry business it was.
Yes, Lambert was far less fortunate than me, I fear. Did they cause you any trouble?
Me? No. Who could have anything against a poor bugger like me? Anyway, I've kept away from the house since then, but I have a favour to ask of you, my lord. If it's not too much trouble, of course.
It depends on what it is. What is the matter with you?
With me? Nothing. But I fear for Bethany, a friend of mine. She's a good girl, only in a difficult situation. She needs a kind hand, you see.
Who is the young girl, Hub? I didn't know you to have such friends.
She isn't... well, I mean, she's a friend, my lord. You might say she's a friend, but not... not in the way you think. You'll go weak at the sight of her, my lord. She's a real beauty, and so sweet too. The image of the maid, and you'll see, she'd explain it best. Better than me, I'm sure.
R'hllor knows how to show love. I couldn't refuse to help a young woman in need. Tell me where she is, I will see what I can do.
Oh, thank you, my lord. Thank you. I'll be off to tell her the good news. I can't tell you how happy she'll be.
So, sir, did you find out what happened to your brother?
Yes. Valar had him executed. Mark my words, I am going to find this murderer and cut him down where he stands.
I'm afraid that's not possible, sir. He left during your investigation with at least 100 men.
Ice and death, this wretched dog knows no limits. He killed my brother, and now he's trying to undermine any hope I have of gaining the Queen's favor. I must speak with Lord Halton immediately.
He awaits you at his residence.
believe you asked me that. I think I've done more than enough already.
Is that a jape? Do you think you're the only one who can do it? I can find grumpy cows like you in any gutter.
Oh, really? Do it yourself then. I'd like to see that.
The others take me. Who is it? Him again?
Mother have mercy, Gunser, you are terrible. Is it too much for you to remember your courtesies once in a while?
Piss on courtesies. I like to know who you're bringing round before I offer them bread and water. I don't run a whorehouse.
I have come because I was told a young lady needed my help. This is far from the welcome I was expecting.
Calm yourselves, you two. I told you of him. He's my master, Sir Alistair Sarwick. I told you he'd help.
You see, Brute? Now get out of my sight. I need to speak to this fine man, and I don't want you cursing behind my back.
Aye, all right then. Forgive me, my lord. I don't mean to be rude or nothing. I'm just doing what I can to be master of my own home, you see. I'll leave you alone.
Please forgive Gunser, my lord. He's forgotten his courtesies. I'm Bethany. It's a pleasant surprise to see someone as fine as you come down here. Ub speaks highly of your kindness, but I didn't think to see you.
There is little harm in coming to hear your story, young lady. Tell me, how can I help you?
I need you to take a message to Sir Giles of House Langwood. Mother of mercy, this is so embarrassing. I'm with his child, but he doesn't even know. He hasn't come to see me for weeks. I've already made several attempts to send word to him, all in vain, I fear. House Langwood has a high opinion of itself, you know. They don't approve of a common girl like me appearing at their gates. They sent me away.
Have you considered the possibility that Sir Giles has no intention of seeing you again? It would not be the first time that a knight abandons one of his conquests the very next day.
No, it can't be. It's not like that. Sir Giles was so sweet and came here so often. He loves me. I'm sure of it. Help me, my lord, I beg of you. If you've ever known what it is to love, don't let my child be born without a father.
I will try and help you. I will go and find him, and we'll see how he looks on your situation.
Thank you. Oh, thank you, my lord. Hand him this letter. It will bring him here.
Don't get your hopes up, young lady. I said I would speak to him, not that I will make him change his mind. In the end, it is his decision.
I just need to see him and speak to him. Everything will turn out right after that. Tell him I'm waiting here. I'm sure he will come.
I hope so for your sake, Bethany. Good day to you. Is this the manse of the family Langwood?
Yes? Who's asking?
I am Sir Alistair of House Sarwick. I need to speak with Sir Giles. Is he in?
Yes, Sir Giles? Yes, he's here. Do you want me to go find him?
What do you think?
Well, yes. Forgive me, my lord. I am on my way.
Well, where is he? Ah, Sir Alistair. I don't believe I've had the pleasure, even of knowing you by name. Please tell me, what brings you to my door?
I have come on behalf of a young lady known to you. Bethany entrusted me with a message for you.
Beth? God be good. Thank you for informing me, Half-Pint. I will take care of it from here. Now go stare at something in the kitchens.
In the kitchens? Yes, sir.
Are you afraid of what might be heard, Sir Giles?
You could say that. I'm to be married soon, you see. I doubt that the name of Beth would go down too well if spoken too loud. It's a sorry business. I liked the girl, truly I did. I had some of my best times with her. Unfortunately, the family of my betrothed might be rather sensitive about the matter. I'm sure you understand.
Yes, completely.
What? Oh, what did she want?
She asked me to give you this, and to tell you that she hopes to see you. She is expecting your child, Sir Giles. She needs you.
My what? A bastard? With Beth? Gods, that is, unexpected. Why did this have to happen now? I mean, I've had my fair share of scandal, but this... What am I to do? Do you think this will put my marriage at risk? I've done nothing wrong, have I? A man is entitled to have a good time when he's young, isn't he?
It is one thing to have a good time and another to cause others to suffer. The poor girl loves you. The girl is but an innocent and trusted you. You took advantage of her. She is now in need because of you. Only a coward would abandon her like this.
Did I hear you say innocent? Are you sure we speak of the same Beth?
What do you mean?
Is this some sort of joke? Beth is a whore, Shataya's most beautiful girl. I was her best client, at least before I, became betrothed. I'm sure you understand.
That is not how she described things to me.
Maybe she was ashamed. Or perhaps she thought that you would turn her away if she told you. In truth, I thought all I need to do was stop going there, and each would then carry on with their own lives. I would never have imagined she would leave the brothel for me. That changes everything, doesn't it?
That child is your flesh and blood. You cannot turn your back on it, no more than you can abandon its mother. Let's go and find her. The poor girl has been waiting long enough.
Very well. Let's go. I'm getting my boots filthy round here. Let's hurry up and get out of here, Beth.
What? You want something?
There you are. I never thought to see you in a hole like this. Do not worry, my darling. We will find something for you.
But the answer is obvious, my good knight. With all the coin you owe me, I've enough to buy a small manse and dress in Moorish silk until the day I die.
What? I feel as though I'm talking to that coin hoarder Shataya. Come now. That's not why I'm here. I've come for you.
If you want to fuck whores, you have to open your purse, my lord. Otherwise, you best aim lower and force yourself upon a servant wench. You haven't paid Shataya, but you will pay me.
I am afraid she has the right of it, sir. It is unbecoming of our rank to refuse to pay a debt like this. Pay up, and you can forget all about this sorry business.
But that is not what you told me at all. What is this act of treachery?
You are no longer in the comfort of your manse, Sir Giles. Over here, what is right no longer depends on your pleasure. Pay up. Don't burden yourself with it anymore.
The others take you all. Here is your gold, you poxy slut. I hope you choke on it.
1,000 thank yous, my good knight. Don't concern yourself with me. I'll take better care of myself than you would have.
Sir Giles, you will soon get over this matter of coin. And mark my words, you will find it easier to enjoy your new marriage without any regrets. Bethany, your rashness is leading you down a dangerous path. I hope you have the courage and the good sense needed to follow it safely.
My lord, take this statuette as thanks for your help. I don't think she's very proud of me, anyway. But we need to live well.
Very well, my work here is done. May you both fare well in the light of the Lord.
Alistair, were you able to discover anything?
I know what happened. The murderers in the sewers were targeting a boy by the name of Cedric Rivers. His last name leaves no room for doubt. He's a bastard child, just like those the Queen is hunting down. But the assassins also killed whoever else was in the hideout at that time. And that's how Gawain fell victim to them.
How can something this dreadful have been allowed to happen?
He really is dead. His body was moved to the city watchtower. I saw it with my own eyes.
By the father. That poor boy. Sir Desmond told me of the bandits you encountered. Was it they who killed Gawain?
The Reapers did the dirty work. There's no denying that. But they were just pawns. They are now paying for their crimes.
What do you mean?
I coerced some of their members to tell me what happened, and that information led me to the city watchtower. That's where I found Gawain's corpse. But that's not all. The leader of the Reapers, the murderer himself, was locked up there. He confessed everything. The commander of the city watch paid him to carry out the task. Then he left him to rot in the dungeons, so that the crime would never be traced back to him. And here is the proof. Look at this letter. It was Valar himself who gave the assassination order to the commander of the city watch. He's behind everything.
Are you saying your half-brother murdered Gawain? I do not understand. Why would he do such a thing?
Reading between the lines of this letter, it appears that he acted on behalf of the Queen. Look at what's written here. See that you do not leave any witness. He must have known that Gawain would be with Cedric. Valar was trying to capture my brother after all. This was an ideal opportunity for him. He didn't leave him any chance of clearing his name.
You believe he acted out of revenge?
Obviously. He wants to wipe out the Sarwics and take control of Riverspring. Valar used this opportunity to get rid of him. One less obstacle in the way of his conquest. He is now assured that he will become head of House Sarwick, being both my sister's husband and my father's only descendant.
What are you planning to do?
Gawain was my brother. I can't just let that bastard Valar destroy my family. He will pay with his blood. I'll never let that wretch take the ancestral lands of House Sarwick. I already have this letter which proves his involvement in the sewer murders. I have to find out what it is that links these murders and expose Valar's treachery. Once the people learn of his treachery, the Queen will have no choice but to sever her ties with him.
You are right. The answer probably lies with the bastards that the Queen is hunting down.
I'm not sure I follow.
Well, if you think about it, isn't that what all these murders have in common? All the victims were bastards. In fact, you helped track one of them down yourself, didn't you?
This bastard child was related to an enemy of the Queen. Both are dead, on her orders.
Indeed. But I think that the hounding of the bastards hides more than a simple plot. After all, why did she have to call on you? If these targets really were enemies of the Crown, why didn't she send the gold cloaks?
Indeed. She chose an inconspicuous method every time.
The Queen does not wish for this matter to be made public.
These bastards are not chosen at random. Valar himself is one, but he's not worried. So there must be some other link between them. But what? I can't put my finger on it.
I might have a lead on this matter. One of my contacts at court passed a letter on to me. It's from Lord John Arryn himself, the King's Hand. He sent it to the Red Keep sometime before his death. It was meant for Grand Maester Pycelle, who sits on the Royal Council.
I knew the Lord of the Eyrie well. We were acquainted at the Battle of Stag's Mount.
He was a worthy man. His death has deeply saddened me. But in the light of the information contained in this letter, I fear that his death is far from natural.
What do you mean? What does this letter speak of?
Well, John Arryn asked the Grand Maester to consult a book on the lineages of the Seven Kingdoms. And this came after he was seen in the company of Stannis Baratheon, visiting various dens of ill repute. It caused quite a stir. If you're unfamiliar with these two men, They have long established reputations of unfailing virtue. Normally, neither of them would ever frequent that kind of establishment. After a little investigating, I learned that the Hand had visited half a dozen bastards that day, one of whom was the potter that you and Sir Valar killed.
You think that because he was walking about town and consulting some tome on lineage, that someone had the hand of the king assassinated?
Think about it. If John Arryn discovered something about those bastards that someone powerful didn't want him to know, I have a feeling that this book on lineages holds the key to this mystery. And I've sent word to a man capable of shedding light on all of that for us. He's a Meister of the Citadel called Rupert. He's also an expert in ancient texts, and it just so happens that he has worked on the book. I do not know him personally, but he has agreed to meet with us. He was asked to bring a copy of the tomb.
Why call on this Maester Rupert?
Grand Meister Pycelle is the Queen's loyal servant. It would be highly inadvisable to contact him directly. However, there is still one concern to settle: the payment.
How much is he asking for?
That's the problem. He does not seek money. If he did, this matter would already be settled. He wants a particular settlement, but he refuses to explain himself in writing. He would rather discuss this in private.
Fine. I will meet with him. Where can I find him?
The meeting has been arranged near an illegal arena, hidden in the sewers. I sincerely hope he will give us the help we need. I've already taken the liberty of sending Sir Desmond there, as he knows these parts well. He will be able to come to your aid if something goes wrong.
Thank you, Lord Halton.
In all of Westeros here, come!